everybody, May Flom here, and I just made this little card, and it's featuring some new Simon Says stamps, so I'll show you those real quick, then I'll show you how I made it. I've actually got two different sets. I didn't use the set on the card that I'm showing you, but I just super love it, and I'm so excited that they sent me these, because those are going to be a lot of fun. Such a great typewriter alpha, upper and lower. This one, this nature set, is the set that it's called One with Nature, and this is the set I'm going to be using. I'm really loving these leaves. They're going to be so much fun to stamp with, and they've got some great little sayings. This is what I'm using on my set. Before I make my stamp though, just going to show you real quick, they sent me 3 of their new ink colors. If I haven't already said it, and I'm pretty sure I have, I definitely recommend the Simon Says stamp dye ink pads. I also recommend their white pigment ink pad. That's one of my favorite stamp pads. Recommend them because they're a really nice high quality dye ink, and dye ink was what I prefer anyway, and they've got a bunch of really pretty colors. So this scuba is definitely my favorite. I'm excited to dig into that more a little later. So I stamped my stamps with Memento ink because I am today, shocker of all shockers, going to be going with Copic markers. And what I'm going to do to start with, I'm going to use this colorless blender. I'm going to go over my title area with it first, and then quickly get in here with the light color just a little bit and let that set for a minute. And then we'll play with the leaves. So the leaves, I'm just going super simple. I like to go all over. If you're thinking, oh May, geez, you just did a wrong thing with your Copics, or that's not the right way. Well guys, guess what? I am a super newbie to these pens, and I do things the way I feel like doing things with them, which sometimes is good and sometimes is not. It's kind of hard to tell how things are going to turn out when I get playing, and I am very much okay with that. Alright, so I'm just kind of putting a couple different colors down here with the leaves. I'm not really sure. I do whatever. I do whatever I'm kind of feeling like with these things. And if you're thinking, okay, but now it's not very pretty, it's not like it's not really blending, don't worry, it'll work itself out, I promise. Okay. And then down here, I'm going to put just a little bit of this darker green on there. Then I'm going to come back with my blender again. The blender is my best friend, because it lightens things up, it softens things up, and like right here, what's going to happen, and it doesn't always show up at first, but after a moment, what's going to happen is it'll kind of blend and fade out and gets kind of a softer look. I really like that. The other thing I could do is if I just press this on here, it would make little dots, and it takes a minute to kind of bleach out, but that's always a lot of fun. And then I'm going to take my blender and I'm going to go over these, and I'm not going to worry about if I take the blender outside of the little leaf line. That's not going to bother me. I'm not going to worry about that. It's okay. This is going to be my soft, lovely nature card. And it's okay if things aren't just so. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back in with the very lightest color and kind of blend back in. I just kind of have been finding that I like the effects if I do it that way. Then get some gold mist. I like Heidi Swapp. It's well documented. Now I didn't shake it first, which means that some of those dots are kind of clear. Totally on purpose, because it'll give a much paler look. And then I can come in here with darker droplets. So there's kind of a variety of more gold, less gold, all that fun stuff. I could also, if I wanted to, come in here with some Faber-Castell texture gems, add a few little dots, and if I want to finish this card off, just add a little button or two, and we're good to go. I had some fun playing with my markers that I'm trying to get used to and do a little more with, and I haven't really been watching other people's videos on them. I've been more just kind of experimenting with what I like, what I don't like, what works, what's an epic fail, and definitely the blender pen's my best friend. I'm having so much fun with that. I'll see you next time, guys. Happy crafting.